Shadows danced across the velvet-draped walls of Archibald Sterling's study. Rain lashed against the windows, mirroring the tempest brewing within him. Archibald, a man whose ambition outstripped his modest means, yearned for more. He craved the opulent lifestyle he saw flaunted by the city's elite, the gleaming carriages, the sprawling mansions, the whispered envy of his peers. He had worked tirelessly, his days filled with grueling hours at the mercantile, his evenings spent poring over ledgers. Yet, wealth remained elusive, a tantalizing mirage shimmering just beyond his grasp. Desperation gnawed at him, a bitter taste in his mouth. He yearned for a shortcut, a way to leapfrog over the years of toil and sacrifice that had yielded so little. One stormy night, while pacing his study, a figure materialized in the swirling eddies of the fireplace. Tall and imposing, with eyes like burning coals, the stranger regarded Archibald with an unsettling amusement. "You desire wealth, Archibald Sterling," the stranger rasped, his voice a chilling caress. "I can grant it to you." Archibald, startled, eyed the stranger with suspicion. "Who are you?" "Names are but a fleeting illusion," the stranger replied, a chilling smile playing on his lips. "Let us say I am one who deals in unconventional currencies." Intrigued, Archibald found himself drawn to the stranger's enigmatic presence. "What is the cost?" The stranger leaned closer, his breath hot and foul. "Your soul, of course, and one other." Archibald recoiled. "My soul? That's a steep price." The stranger chuckled, a low, guttural sound. "Oh, but the rewards, Archibald, the rewards. Imagine limitless wealth, power beyond your wildest dreams. You will be the envy of all, the king of this city." Archibald's mind raced. The image of his wife, Eleanor, her face etched with worry, flashed before him. He loved her, truly, but the allure of the stranger's offer was proving irresistible. "And the other soul?" he asked, his voice trembling. The stranger's smile widened. "Your wife's, of course. Her love for you will amplify the bargain, ensuring its swift and satisfying fulfillment." Archibald felt a pang of guilt, but it was quickly overshadowed by the intoxicating vision of wealth and power. Eleanor, he reasoned, would understand. She would sacrifice for him, for their future. "I accept," Archibald declared, his voice firm. The stranger clapped his hands, and the room erupted in a shower of crimson sparks. A chilling gust of wind swept through the room, extinguishing the gas lamp and plunging them into darkness. When Archibald could see again, the stranger was gone, leaving behind only the lingering scent of sulfur and the faint echo of chilling laughter. True to his word, the stranger delivered on his promise. Archibald's business flourished beyond his wildest dreams. He acquired a magnificent mansion, a stable of fine horses, and a wardrobe fit for a king. He became the talk of the city, his name whispered with awe and envy. However, the price of his newfound prosperity was a gnawing unease that festered within him. He found himself plagued by nightmares, visions of burning eyes and skeletal figures. Eleanor, despite her initial excitement, grew increasingly withdrawn, her once radiant smile fading into a haunting melancholy. One night, as Archibald lay awake, tormented by the nightmares, he heard a soft scratching sound at the window. He cautiously approached, his heart pounding. The window creaked open, and a figure slipped inside. It was the stranger, his eyes gleaming with an unholy light. "The time has come, Archibald," the stranger hissed. "You must fulfill the terms of our agreement." Archibald, his blood running cold, stammered, What do you mean?" The stranger pointed a skeletal finger at him. "The crime, Archibald. The unbelievable crime. The one that will cement your pact and unleash the full power of our bargain." Archibald, paralyzed with fear, pleaded for mercy. I don't know what you're talking about." The stranger laughed, a chilling, mirthless sound. "Oh, but you do, Archibald. You know exactly what you must do." And then, the stranger vanished, leaving Archibald alone in the suffocating silence, his mind reeling. Days turned into weeks, and Archibald, driven by a chilling desperation, began to unravel. He wandered the streets, a shadow of his former self, his mind consumed by the stranger's chilling demands. The city whispered of his erratic behavior, his once jovial demeanor replaced by a chilling paranoia. One rainy night, as he stood on the precipice of a crumbling bridge, the answer, horrifying and inevitable, finally dawned on him. The stranger had demanded the unthinkable, the murder of his own wife. The thought was so monstrous that it nearly shattered his mind. But the allure of the bargain, the promise of eternal wealth and power, continued to tempt him. He envisioned a life without limits, a life of absolute freedom. With a chilling resolve, he returned home. Eleanor, sensing his turmoil, rushed to embrace him. He held her close, his heart aching, and whispered sweet nothings in her ear. That night, as Eleanor slept peacefully, Archibald crept into her room. He hesitated, his hand trembling as it reached for the pillow. But then, he remembered the stranger's chilling words, the promise of untold riches, the intoxicating taste of power. He pressed the pillow against Eleanor's face, his heart pounding in his ears. He held it there, until the gentle rise and fall of her chest ceased. A wave of nausea washed over him, but it was quickly replaced by a chilling sense of liberation. He had done it. He had fulfilled the terms of the bargain. The following morning, Archibald, his face pale but resolute, reported his wife's death to the authorities. The city was in an uproar. Eleanor, the beloved wife of the city's most prominent figure, had been found dead in her bed. Suspicion naturally fell upon Archibald, but he had anticipated this. He had carefully staged the scene, making it appear as if Eleanor had died of natural causes. The investigation yielded nothing. Archibald, with a heavy heart and a chilling smile, mourned his beloved wife. He erected a magnificent mausoleum in her honor, a testament to their love, or so the city believed. Life, however, did not return to normal. The nightmares intensified, the whispers grew louder, and the stranger's chilling laughter echoed constantly in his mind. Archibald, haunted by guilt and paranoia, sought solace in his wealth, but it offered little comfort. One stormy night, as Archibald sat alone in his opulent mansion, the air thick with the scent of despair, the stranger materialized before him. "Congratulations, Archibald," the stranger rasped, his eyes gleaming with unholy satisfaction. "You have fulfilled your end of the bargain. Your wealth and power are now absolute." Archibald, however, did not feel the expected elation. He felt only a chilling emptiness, a void that no amount of wealth could fill. But what about my soul?" he croaked, his voice trembling. "And Eleanor's?" The stranger chuckled, a chilling, mirthless sound. "Ah, Archibald, you misunderstand. You see, your wife's soul was never part of the bargain." Archibald stared at the stranger, his mind reeling. What do you mean?" The stranger leaned closer, his breath hot and foul. "Her love for you, Archibald, her unwavering devotion, that was the true currency. It amplified your desires, fueled your ambition. Her soul, it was never needed." Archibald felt a surge of rage, a blinding, consuming fury. He had sacrificed his wife, endured unimaginable guilt and torment, all for nothing. You deceived me," Archibald roared, his voice cracking. "You played on my fears, manipulated my desires." The stranger laughed, a chilling, triumphant sound. "Oh, Archibald, deception is my art. And you, my dear friend, were a masterpiece." With a chilling snap of his fingers, the stranger vanished, leaving Archibald alone in the suffocating silence, his heart filled with a chilling, despairing emptiness. He had traded his soul, his wife's love, and his sanity for a fleeting illusion, a gilded cage of wealth and power that now felt like a suffocating tomb. The rain continued to lash against the windows, mirroring the tempest that raged within him. Archibald, the once ambitious man, now understood the true cost of his ambition, a life of gilded misery, haunted by the ghost of his lost love and the chilling laughter of the devil.